Hello, my fellow YouTubers and TikTokers. This is Roy back again. I want to show you guys a little experiment I'm working on right now. This has a lot to do with my Edley Scallon wheel in part of gravity. And this experiment was done in 1919. It's called the Gravity Nullified experiment. The gravitation nullifier is shown in this illustration. The quartz crystal may be seen supporting a 55-pound weight. Dr. Korsky is shown in a top coat because of the temperatures at which the experiments were performed. The gravitation nullifier is shown in this illustration. Pretty interesting. And what he has here is a crystal. He has a oscillating high current going this way, and then vertically he has a electrostatic field. And it makes the crystal grow and also makes it lightweight. We are reproducing this because it has a lot to do with running high tension. Right here is your high tension currents, alternating current. And here is your electrostatic. And what it does is it stretches. Something here I want to read to you here. A piece of quartz which was used suddenly showed a clearly altered appearance. It was easily seen that the center of the crystal, especially when a constant temperature not exceeding 50 degrees, was maintained milky cloudiness appeared, which gradually developed a complete opacity. Here is the size of the crystal when it started. Here it is when the experiment was finished. And there can be no doubt that in the beginning has been made towards overcoming gravitation. It has been noted, however, the law of conservation of energy absolutely unchanged. The energy employed in treating the crystal appears counter-effective of gravitation. Thus, the riddle of the gravitation is not fully solved yet, 1919 here, and the progress experiments will be followed further. Here's the interesting part, guys. Stretching out, as we may term the strange property of the crystal, explains the impairment of the transparency. At the same time, the change takes place in its specific gravity. Testing it on a balance showed that after connecting the crystal high tension currents, the arm of the balance on which the crystals, which the electrical connections rest, rose in the air. This pointed the way of future investigation. And when you look over here, it says the schematic of the experiment is shown in the illustration. A high-frequency oscillator has been omitted clearless. Note the two plates on the top and bottom of the crystals, which are driven by a high-frequency oscillator. The vertical plates on the left and right appear to be electrostatic emitters. Okay, let me get that up there for you. And this came out of the electrical experimenter. And let's go ahead and come over here. And we're working on, this will be the oscillator. We're using a microwave transformer. This has 2 amps, 2000 volts. We are resonating this transformer with the capacitor that came with the microwave oven, and this is a beast of a microwave oven transformer. And then we're coming out of this capacitor into these 2000 volt 5 nanofarads. So right now I'm just setting this up. I do have this all soldered, and then I have a little spark gap there. This is a crystal that I will be using. We will take the lines and run them and put 2 plates on either side, like the diagram shows, and those plates, and then we will have the crystal, and then we'll put our, I've been showing you guys the high frequency electrostatic plates, and that'll be vertically and these will be horizontal, and what we're going to be doing is stretching the ether. And we are talking something similar to like a piezoelectric effect. And with having this being said, I want to read one more quick little thing to you guys before I'm doing the experiment to show you the setup and work. Right here, it says quartz crystals of similar nature have the property, when exposed to potential excitation in a finite direction, of stretching and contracting. And if one uses rapidly changing potentials, the crystals will change the electric waves into mechanical waves. This piezoelectric effect shown in Rochelle salt crystals, by which they may be in sound producing devices such as loudspeakers and reversibly into microphones, and also results in this direction. This effect was clearly explained in the August 1925 Radio and News, and December in the 1919 Electrical Experimenter. And then I go into my Tesla occult ether physics in Tesla, and these are just off the chain, guys. So let's go ahead and remember 2 amps. This will kill you. Be careful, guys. If you start experimenting with this, this is nothing to be playing with. Let's go ahead and turn on my Variac. Let's go ahead and turn up the knob a little bit until we start to see the spark gap. Ooh, we have issues here. So let's get my chicken stick, and we're going to see, oh, my connection's loose. So maybe we can just bypass something here. All right, let's see how this pans out. Turn this back on. Don't ever touch this, guys. This will put some damage on you. Nothing there. Let's turn that off. Let's tighten up the gap. And turn this on. Let's go ahead and just make this. I know that broke free. That yep, that'll blow apart a lot of stuff. So this is some high current, guys, and this is also nothing to be messing with for the people who don't know how to fool with this stuff. That's why chicken sticks are great. So we keep it safe. So this is going to be our oscillating. Let's try this again. Let's go a little bit and go half the voltage. My solder broke. Line it up. Woo, NASCAR. So this oscillator here is something I use for my test recorders. Yeah. Man, I gotta solder that back. It ain't gonna work without the solder. Stay tuned.